like 20 moves and like 100 problems. I'm James with a step back, throw that shot up, I don't miss often.
The city of Dallas, Texas, the location for the Raptors, the leader of his team and one of the best in the NBA, Kyle Lowry looking. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball. And let's check out a breakdown, looking at some stats for him.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward. And for Dallas, they've got Seth Curry. He's out there with Luka Doncic. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the power forward. Here's Porzingis. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game. Steve, compare it now to when you were playing. Did teams go deeper into their benches than they used to?
Yeah, they do. I think because of this load management, resting players. So you see a lot of guys play a lot. And also what they've done right now with the G League, being able to bring guys up. They use those guys, and I think it helps a lot, even not on games, but in practice. You'll see more guys are involved in giving guys rest.
Yeah, that makes sense. Here's VanVleet. Misses the 3. Well, it was the Dallas Mavericks in their last game, a loss to Denver. Right wing. Finney Smith kicks to Curry. Pulls up. Pass to Hardaway. Dallas moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Curry.
An average shooter from deep, it's important that Doncic continues to work on this part of his game.
Doncic against Lowry. Here's VanVleet. Good on the triple. VanVleet's got his second bucket of the night.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Bounce pass, Porzingis. From 10 feet out. And Doncic gets it to go.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Ibaka outside. Lowry with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Siakam left side. Here's Anunoby trying to get open as Ibaka. Great positioning on the putback.
I would not want to have to box him out. Siakam has that wiry length. He's mobile. It's just a nightmare.
Curry on the wing. Here's Finney Smith, covered by Siakam. Pass to Hardaway, stolen away. Here's Lowry, and the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Forget the analytics. This is one of Lowry's favorite areas to operate from.
Now here's Curry. Tight defense on him. Pass to Porzingis. On the wing, Hardaway. Covered by VanVleet. Here's Finney Smith. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. The Mavericks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber comes in for Hardaway. Right, he's checked in for Curry. And Trey Burke subbed in for Doncic. In the corner, right with it. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Toronto. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs.
And for the Raptors, they're not an opponent any team wants to see on their schedule. They've been producing all season long. And guys, I don't see them slowing down anytime soon.
We figured that by this point in the season, they would have separated themselves from the pack. They've done that and more.
Powell finds Gasol. That's tipped. And there's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Boucher. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Pass to Wright. Here's Kleba. 12 points his last outing. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Davis inside. Burke covering. Shoots. Kleba with the rebound. And it's Burke with the ball for Dallas. Here's Finney-Smith. It's good. The assist that time from Burke.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Powell against Wright. Powell the pass to Gasol.
The craftiness of Marc Gasol. He knows how to create that contact.
The Raptors shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
11 seconds left to play in the first. To the right side. From deep, Perea nailed from three-point land. Just 4 seconds left here in the opening quarter. It'll count. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Mavericks ahead, up 3. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play, setting the floor for the Raptors. Davis is out there with Powell, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Boucher in at the 4 spot.
We know he has the range, and we know he has the attack mindset. The Toronto Raptors are an elite defensive group. Reasons why they're long, they're smart, and they're experienced.
Perea, no good.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Yep, it counts.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
We can talk about the defensive IQ, Smitty, for the Raptors. Where does that reveal itself?
For me, Kevin, their rotations, they are able to send help, double teams, and still recover and get out to shooters.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Outside, Davis. Gasol against Marjanovic. Pass to Powell. Shot clock at 6. Raptors need to get a shot off. Davis trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Passes to Burke. Over to the left wing. Here's Kleba. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Zinkas, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Wright. Curry's checked in for J.J. Barea. And Doncic is subbed in for Burke. Smitty, when things get heated between two players, we often see a double technical call. But should the instigator be penalized more if it can be determined who was the instigator?
I agree, Kevin. I just don't like sometimes when two guys get into it and you just automatically call a double technical. Because strategy-wise, if I was playing Kevin and their best player had a technical already, I would get into it just so I can call a double technical and hopefully he'll be gone.
Now, wait a minute. Did you really? Honestly?
No, we did. I mean, I think that back in the day you saw, like, Patrick Ewing, for instance. He had a tech. We would just send somebody out there just to see a couple plays if we can get him thrown out. Especially now, if you just call a double technical the way they do, a lot of star players have been gone.
Now the pass to Hollis Jefferson. And here is Ibaka. Over Hardaway. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
On its way from Curry for two, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Here's a look at what's coming up for Toronto. On Saturday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons. And then on Monday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Golden State Warriors.
And guys, this is the kind of stretch of the schedule that you dream of. Winnable games at home against opponents you know you have a talent advantage over. It would take a lot for this team to not be successful over this stretch.
Curry looking it over. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Porzingis with the ball. It's Ibaka picking him up. Nice shot by Porzingis.
A beautiful bounce pass on the deck. He put it only where his man could get it.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
To Porzingis. From deep three-point range. The shot misses. And Toronto will come the other way. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And it says a lot about you that even when you're not at your best, they definitely were still in that game and able to win comfortably.
And really, how scary is that? That's not even close to their peak form, and they still got the job done.
Toronto leading by 6.
A quick, good shot here, and they can go 2 for 1.
Trying to squeeze out every extra possession, but they have to work fast.
Siakam on the foul. Siakam's got 8 points in the quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Right side Curry. On the wing, Doncic. From the arc. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists tonight.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Pascal Siakam getting it done for the Toronto Raptors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display.
Half for you all. How do you
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it would... And that'll...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
Marjanovic is out there with Hardaway. Then it's Curry. Then there's Doncic, and it's Porzingis in at the center. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. Anunoby, good. And it's a 6-point Raptor lead.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Porzingis kicks to Doncic. And the layup's good off the glass. Doncic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
To the wing on the left. Ibaka, the pass to Siakam. Here's Anunoby. Pass to Lowry. Van Vliet with it. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Marjanovic.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And there it is for him.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
To the middle. Here's Van Vliet. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 4 assists now tonight. Curry finds Marjanovic. Back to Curry. Dallas moving the ball around. And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down to 2 points now on the basket from Marjanovic.
Firing on all cylinders here in the third. Only 1 miss in 5 attempts.
Ibaka outside. And the 3 off target.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And, Greg, as many expected, Porzingis getting a huge deal from Dallas to keep him a Mav for a long time.
Mavs feel he can be better than he was before the injury. Love the idea of pairing him long-term with Doncic. Signed him to a lengthy and sizable deal to be the core of their future.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Porzingis. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Marjanovic. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Curry. And Barea subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Powell gets to Gasol. Here's Davis. Off the left rim and out. And the Mavericks with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Finney-Smith. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. This is it to Wright. Out left to the wing. Beyond the arc. Shot clock reset for Dallas. Can't hit that one. Raptors trail by 3. Out to the wing. Right side Gasol. There's the dish to Davis. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
The 15-footer. And it's Toronto with the rebound. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. In the corner, Hollis Jefferson. The pass to Powell. Now Gasol. Left block shot on the way. And he gets it to go.
We know he can shoot it from the outside, but I love to see Mark down there on the block.
16 seconds left in the third quarter. Barea against Davis. Now here's Barea. Over in the corner, Doncic. Dallas again missing. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So the Raptors 5 right now. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Davis is out there with Lowry, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Doncic outside. Back to Curry. The shot. Doncic, no good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Powell, the pass to Gasol. Outside, Davis. Shot clock at 5. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul. Anunoby, he's checked in for Davis. Dallas has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. Curry on the wing. From deep. Knocks down the 3-ball. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
Back to Lowry from outside the arc. Porzingis with the rebound. The Mavericks leading. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Rejected by Gasol.
Love how Gasol patrols the court, always on the lookout to reject a shot.
To the left wing. Now Lowry. It's Powell on the wing. Outside Gasol. Over Porzingis. That misses off the backboard.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
It's good.
Well, you wonder why we're seeing so many points tonight. Just look at the D.
And late in the game here, it's just as important to get stops. We'll see if either side is up to the task.
Pass to Anunoby. Siakam trying to free himself up. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Anunoby. Dallas has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Back to Hardaway. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
In the corner, Powell with it. Over Hardaway. The shot by Powell, no good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Pick off in midair. Hardaway finds Porzingis, and that one good. Porzingis has got the lead up to 8 now for the man.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And the Raptors call time here. They're trailing by 8. There's 1:47 left in the game. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And the shooting percentage, how about all the way in the 60s, shows how deadly he can be when he's feeling it. And it's locked.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Kid Gilchrist, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Mavericks lead by 13.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
And, boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
A shot by Lowry. Wide open. And that one goes long. The first free throw is good. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Curry's checked in for Wright. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Trey Burke.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Dallas.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition. And when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today, and they put in some very good work to earn.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Luka Doncic.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
Three-pointer, it's off. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. Even early on in this, David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K20 to a close, we take a look back.
North of the border in Toronto. Welcome to 2K Sports for another payday. Well, the Nuggets lucky to have him. Thanks, David. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Craig in at the shooting guard position. And for Toronto, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 slot. Pass to VanVleet. Shoots from 12. Ibaka controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
Now, here's Jokic. The pass to Craig. The dish to Murray. 5 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Clark, toward the end of the season, some players hit a wall. Others come alive. They can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but that energizes them. What can a guy do to keep improving till the season's end?
Well, I think it starts first with mindset, Kevin. Staying ready, which means you have to be diligent about staying in shape, getting your extra work in if you're not getting the reps in games. Stay even-keeled emotionally. You can't get too high or too low. Keep that professional perspective. I'm a pro. I'm doing what I've always dreamed of doing. I'm getting paid well to do it, and I'm going to focus on getting better each day.
Excellent perspective.
A veteran guard with a knack for penetrating defenses. Lowry can pretty much get any shot he wants.
Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot. The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
VanVleet passes to Lowry. Here's Anunoby. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. From down low, Siakam trying to free himself up. Good defense by Jokic. Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Murray outside. The second chance effort. Jokic passes to Millsap. Porter in the corner. To the inside. Another shot. No good. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Last game against the Nuggets, they lost in the Mile High City.
Yeah, and last time out, they sort of shot themselves in the foot with the foul trouble. That was what led to them having such an ugly scoreline.
And Greg, the foul trouble was a big chunk of it. I mean, it's hard to mount a comeback when all your key guys, your main players, are watching from the bench.
Siakam misses. Well, Greg, the rapid ascension of Nikola Jokic into NBA stardom has been nothing short of amazing. You know, he really is an elite center now.
I mean, he's the best player on a very talented young team in the West. I would not be surprised to see him win an MVP in the next few years.
And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul. A new group in now for the Raptors. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for OG Anunoby. Norman Powell's checked in for Fred VanVleet. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. 1:16 left to play in the first quarter. Jokic tried to free himself up. Got him up in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Outside, Davis. Pass to Powell to end the run. And again, no good by Toronto. Denver leading by 4. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Now, here's Siakam. Boy, he was something else against Utah. Morris against Davis. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Dozier. Great D that time from Davis.
I think he's out of his element in that situation. And credit the defense for shutting him down, locking him up.
Here's the 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Grant. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Nuggets lead by 6. And making his mark in Toronto, guard Kyle Lowry talked about
Vince Carter really changed the game of basketball in Canada. He created.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Carter's exciting style of play, GA, really energized the whole country.
And playing basketball in a hockey town isn't easy, but Carter really helped get this city and country energized about the game of basketball.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Nuggets.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
We've got Davis. He's out there with Norman Powell. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Marc Gasol. And it's Boucher in at the 4 spot. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter.
Hard to fathom, but he is really fluid in terms of getting up and down the floor. Bo making himself a capable threat all over the floor.
Here's Powell. Tips it up. It's good on the putback. Boucher's got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
And here's Morris for 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And it says a lot about you that even when you're not at your best, they definitely were still in that game and able to win comfortably.
Greg, they were better than the box score might indicate because they were solid in execution, more so than the stats would show.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. OG Anunoby's checked in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Fred VanVleet comes in for Norman Powell. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Davis. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 6.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
You're right on target there, Greg. Of the last 10 points they've allowed, 8 have come from in close.
Anunoby passes to VanVleet. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Murray finds Porter. Now Daniels. Passes it to Plumlee. And here is Murray. Stolen. Now running. Here comes Lowry pushing the ball up. Yes, that goes in. And now it's just a 4-point Denver lead.
I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that. And you look at how the Nuggets have become the team they are. A lot has to do with player development.
Exactly. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Denver has done a great job in the draft. Identify talent, Stick to your guns in choosing that talent, then build it, develop it. Their front office has been fantastic.
And finished off by Porter.
I think his unselfish attitude is really a big part of what makes Millsap a leader on the court, and the ability to make some dynamic passes doesn't hurt either.
They get a hand on it, and out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Millsap.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Daniels, no good. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. 6-point game. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
With his first shot attempt, bank shot, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
From deep. Plumlee with the rebound. The Nuggets leading by 4. Down low, here's Porter. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
How about the strength from the big fella? Porter is used to having to power through contact.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. And one area, Clark, that Mason Plumlee doesn't get enough credit in is his playmaking. He does a great job at that as a center.
I could not agree with you more. He's an outstanding passer, but when you're playing with Jokic, you sometimes get overlooked in terms of how well he passes it. But he does a good job and is really solid off the bench. Plumlee moves well, he's active, and he's a rim protector defensively, too.
Just 2 to shoot. Ibaka, no luck.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And here are the Raptors now. They trail by 7. Got it off in time. And the last shot before the buzzer is off.
That's rock-solid defense.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They have a nice 7-point lead. And big fella, and that's...
I'm in the bed. Debate about who is the greatest, what you debate about. I swear that it's always something. Here we go now.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Really an incredible game from Michael Porter.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
We've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Craig in at the 2 spot. Pass to Siakam. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic just got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And a wide open look for Porter. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
Yeah, you know, one of the things I like about Paul Millsap, Kevin, is he's relentless. There's no let up when he's out there. I mean, he goes after every ball.
Now here is Lowry. He's got 8. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. And Clark, when you were playing, I imagine the pre-draft process was a lot different than it is today.
No doubt about it. I mean, I came out in 1982 after my junior year, Kevin, and at that time, if you were a guy who was declaring early, you basically just had to go on whatever knowledge and information you could get from whoever, because there was no allowing you weren't allowed to go to a workout. Teams could interview you, but there were no on-court workouts, so it was totally different than today.
Anunoby kicks to Van Vliet. This one for three. Siakam misses. The Nuggets leading by 7. Murray finds Millsap. Now here's Porter. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Nuggets making a switch here. Bulls checked in. Murray outside. The pass to Millsap. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Jokic, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Jokic has got the lead up to 9 now for Denver. Van Vliet with it. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Here's Bol, and the dunk by Bol.
That's just too easy for Bol. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Van Vliet passes to Ibaka. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Outside for Murray. Takes a 3. Good on the three-point shot. Murray's got 5 points now this quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
In the corner, it's Van Vliet. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Van Vliet's got 5.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And at 7'2", Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
A moment here to see the numbers for Murray. Averaging about 18 points per, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
Marc Gasol's checked in for the Raptors.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving, get something better.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Grant kicks to Daniels. Morris passes to Daniels. Morris with the ball. Lowry picks him up. It's stolen by Ibaka. There's 31 seconds left here in the third quarter. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Ibaka dishes to Lowry. Just 5 on the clock. Outside for Gasol. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Gasol's got it back down to within single digits for Toronto. Inside, Grant, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
And, well, he's been the NBA's leader in blocks multiple times. Ibaka just has that rare instinct for it.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The Nuggets on top, up by 11. And when we return, we'll get the... And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Marc Gasol. Powell is out there with Davis, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Jokic, no good.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night. A hand in your face on every jumper.
Powell inside. Cans the 12-footer. Powell's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Toronto. Grant kicks to Jokic. From deep three-point range, the long-distance three is buried.
Another way that Jokic keeps pressure on the defense is that he can spray home a few threes if you don't keep an eye on it.
And Gasol now top of the key. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. To the paint. Here's Davis. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Anunoby, he's checked in for the Raptors. Paul Millsap's checked in for Denver. And here are the Nuggets now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Here's Davis. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Marc Gasol. From the inbound, and Ibaka slams it in.
Really, it's a thing of beauty to watch Hollis Jefferson move the ball like that. I mean, he's a team-oriented guy who looks to make the pass as much as possible.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Morris passes to Craig. Back to Morris. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Millsap kicks to Morris. 6 to shoot. Back to Millsap. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Morris, no good. Raptors trail by 7. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Yeah, he is a high riser for sure. Hollis Jefferson, a walking highlight reel when he gets to the rim.
Here's Powell. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Morris. Jokic has got 9 points now in just the second half. Here's Davis. Not going to go that time. And it's Denver the other way. Here's Craig. Nice again. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And the native of England, Anunoby, doesn't back down from taking the big shots.
Here's Craig, guarded by Powell. A putback, and it's Millsap with the extra effort. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Here's Anunoby, and that's good off the glass that time.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Morris outside. Pass to Craig at the elbow. Jokic. Morris left side. Kept alive. Millsap. Jokic against Ibaka. Second chance shot. They get it back.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Good on the shot. Now it's just a 3-point Denver lead.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Morris against Davis. Back to Powell. Outside, Davis. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. They've held a 12-point lead earlier, and he commits the intentional foul. Some changes for Toronto. Siakam is checked in for Hollis Jefferson. Fred VanVleet comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Davis. Murray's checked in for the Nuggets. Now here's Porter. He's covered closely. Money! The coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
Stolen by VanVleet. Off on that one. So we see Denver get the win here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that...
Welcome to this very special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number 200.
Here's Tatum and Slam.
In your face.
You play 2K
all the time.
You act.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And now you have an album. Anything you can't do.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. That's a pretty sound advice. Thanks, DA. Get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Denver. Unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run. And, of course, the Mavericks, down 4 spots from them.
You know, right now, Dallas, there's been such a different feel to them this season. The confidence that was completely absent from last year's squad is back, and they pulled themselves here into contention.
Well, for a team that didn't sniff the postseason last year, you have to wonder how they're going to handle the pressure of being in the playoffs this year. Not to mention the postseason itself, if and when they get there.
Now, we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Luka Doncic. He's out there with Curry. Hardaway is out there with Porzingis. And it's Finney Smith in at the power forward. And for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Craig in at 2 guard. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. 2 very deep teams, great benches. Brent, talk about the mindset and the difference there between starting and coming off the bench.
You can assess, Kevin, throughout the first quarter or when it is at your time to check in the second quarter is about the rhythm of the game. What are we doing well? So when I go in, how much more can I enhance the advantage we have there? Or let's say it's a game where we're getting killed in transition. The most important thing I can do is communicate that message to the team. When we start that 4 or 5 minute stretch, let's focus on these 2 things to get ourselves back and righted for the rest of the night.
Oh, that's excellent. Here's Craig, right now averaging about 5 points a game. Millsap kicks to Murray. Passes it to Craig, back to Murray. Millsap dishes to Porter. 4 on the shot clock. Millsap has the open look, and he gets it to go from the corner. Millsap's got 5 points so far.
Millsap anticipating the pass there and set himself up for the shot.
Hardaway, no good. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Porter finds Jokic. Denver the rebound, and Murray with the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Back to Curry. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic just got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. For 3. Moves back up. Millsap left side. Here's Murray. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, Jokic is big. Jokic is long, and he does a great job there of corralling that ball and taking advantage of his length.
Finney Smith. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Porter.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber comes in for Hardaway. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And Trey Burke subbed in for Doncic. Bull can't hit. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to Dallas.
And the Nuggets franchise still looking for their first trip to the NBA Finals.
How about the franchise making the ABA Finals back in 1976? So it's been quite elusive here in the mountains to get the finals back to Denver. 40 years ago, still looking for that trip.
Mavericks trail by 4. To the inside. Back to Burke. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Finney Smith kicks to Burke. The three-pointer, no good. Denver's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Here's Bull, fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Attacking the rack to great effect.
J.J. Barea checked in for Dallas. The Nuggets shooting their first foul shot of the night.
What a find by the Denver Nuggets. No hype really around Jokic coming into the league. And now he's a star player here in Denver, a franchise player here in Denver, and the heart of a team that's got a tremendous amount of potential in the next couple of seasons. Jokic heading up this offense and shouldering the load.
Here's Barea. Denver getting their last shot to go. And the pass to Marjanovic. Over Jokic. The rebound by Grant.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Denver passing it around. Here's Bull. Drills the three-pointer. Bull's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Pass to right. Lets it go from 14. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Now Morris. And stolen by Wright. Here's Burke. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Denver in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And we'll be back with you.
Basketball, like passion, love.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic. Cole is out there with Plumlee. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Daniels in at the two-guard spot.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Paul Millsap is checked in for the Nuggets. And then for Dallas, Porzingis is checked in for Marjanovic. Hardaway comes in for Wright, and Doncic is subbed in for Burke. Kleber, no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
With three, Millsap. Mavericks with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets. Offensive rebound. Hardaway passes to Barea. Porzingis kicks to Kleber. No good on the three. The Nuggets leading by 6. Plumlee in the post. He's against Porzingis. And Plumlee gets it to go on the assist by Paul Millsap.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Outside Hardaway. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Right at this point, perennial contenders sometimes goes through the final games of the regular season. Any danger that they can't hit that right button or flip the switch and get back into gear?
When you hear analysts say that the playoffs are all about matchups, they are exactly right. You and I talked about this, Kevin, several years ago about going into the playoffs. Teams don't have to be hot. You don't have to be 10-2 in the last 12 games for your playoffs because all of a sudden, if you're matched up against a team that's owned you all year long, your chances of winning that series are very, very slim. So it becomes just let's get in and let's find out who we're playing, and then we'll get to work.
Millsap finds Plumlee. Daniels with it. Shoots from 14. And Curry pulls it down.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Denver making a switch here. Craig's checked in. And Dallas with a change here too. Finney-Smith's checked in. Craig kicks to Daniels. Craig passes to Millsap. Now Daniels, guarded by Porzingis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Millsap dishes to Porter. And no good. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Here's Porzingis. Yep, that one goes. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now here is Hardaway. Not a lot of room. Out to Doncic. There's the triple. That shot missing, and it's Denver the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks. Porter passes to Daniels. Trying to end the drought. Second shot opportunity. Porzingis with the block.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away.
Hardaway, no good. Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. Here's Porter. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Stolen.
And if they're thinking they can get a 2-for-1 here.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to what they're going to run here. Got to run a good play.
Porter against Doncic. And the shot goes down. Finney-Smith's got 5.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here are the Mavericks now. They're on a 13-4 run. Back to Porzingis. Over Millsap. Out to Porzingis. Outside Curry. No good with the triple. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed that was a rough ride in the first quarter for Dallas. The deficit for them at one point grew to 8 points. And that's going to do it.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
Now you can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, we've got Tim Hardaway Jr. Curry is out there with Doncic. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 4. Shot clock at 3. Here's Craig. Offensive rebound, and it's Millsap with the extra effort. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Millsap's gone 3 for 7 from the floor so far tonight.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years. No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding. But he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
Outside for Curry. Porzingis passes to Doncic. To the left side wing. Outside Hardaway. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 11 rebounds in the game. And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
The Mavericks have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. The three. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Millsap finds Porter. Back to Millsap. Here's Craig. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Luka Doncic.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Brandon, this next question culture we're in, what comments do you want to hear from players who have just lost a game and facing disappointment?
I like the humility aspect of this question, Kevin, and the thing that I listen to most from players who get it, they'll compliment their opponent first. Something had to happen where the opponent did something enough to beat you on that night. So you don't say that we did all these things. Give the opponent credit for it. Secondly, players who shoulder a massive amount of responsibility, they'll say that they could have played better first. And that takes and deflects everything away from their teammates. And then they'll talk about what they're looking forward to most, and their challenge is we'll get better tomorrow. We'll get better next game. And that they know there's room to grow. Those three things are pretty impactful.
Well said. Down low, Jokic with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Grant leading the charge.
Jokic long and quick hands there to poke that one away.
Here's Burke. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Marjanovic to the middle. Wright trying to break free. And with that, the Denver lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Burke.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Well, Jokic with great anticipation there. One of his better qualities as a passing big.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Millsap.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Morris. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Mavericks trailed by 7. This is it to Burke. Marjanovic with it. Over Jokic. Marjanovic, no good.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Jokic trying to free himself up. Denver the rebound. Grant kicks to Dozier. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Dozier's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nuggets. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. And you see Jeremy Grant on this team. He means so much more than just his stats.
He's a fantastic glue guy, and his teammates talk about how unselfish he is on the floor. Great team player and an even better chemistry guy off the court.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Plumlee comes in for Jokic, and Daniels subbed in for Bol. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Marjanovic. Justin Jackson comes in for Maxi Kleber. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Trey Burke.
That's a nice move for Plumlee. Puts the ball on the deck, not known to do that, gets in position and takes a good shot. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Shot, high post. Porzingis with the rebound.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Here's Finney-Smith. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here. And the second free throw, good. Just 4 seconds left in the 3rd. It could go. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
And it's just encouraging to see Luka step up on defense. Must continue to bring that type of intensity.
Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Millsap and Plumlee are playing up front. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Daniels in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Denver. The shot by Curry, no good. The Nuggets leading by 9. To the inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shoot. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He said, this is where we make our move. This game's going to come down to big plays. Whichever team makes them is going to come out of here with the win. Kevin, we know what side he's on.
Daniels passes to Murray. Inside. Here's Plumlee. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Hardaway kicks to Porzingis. The 15-footer. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
How about that, mixing in the mid-range J. Hardaway finding some room out there to shoot one off.
Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Barea, the pass to Porzingis. Out left to the wing. Barea kicks to Hardaway. Down low, here's Finney-Smith, and here's Barea outside. That one misses. Murray with the defensive effort. Millsap passes to Daniels. Murray dishes to Daniels. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing here by 8. Hardaway with a wide open look. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
And it's Millsap with the extra effort.
Now, although undersized, Millsap is a very, very hard worker. Uses his quickness that time.
And the Mavericks call time here. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Jokic has checked in for Denver. Torrey Craig comes in for Troy Daniels. Then for the Mavericks, Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Justin Jackson comes in for Hardaway. And Doncic is subbed in for Seth Curry. For 3, Murray, and the 3-ball is good. And the Nuggets lead by 11. In player development, Brent, what are some of the primary things that can be taught?
I think in today's game, what a lot of PD coaches are looking at, Kevin, is just decision-making, playing out of the pick and roll and coming off into a spot where you're making the correct reads. It's much like when you cover a lot of football where you can talk to quarterbacks about their check down. Yes. I think you can teach guys how it is that when they come off a screen, what's going to be available to them, and paint pictures for them so that when they're on the floor, they become second nature in terms of their decision making. That can be huge. And then the second thing is always player development, working on confidence in shooting the basketball. You just want guys to feel like whatever shot they're taking, they've got a great chance of making it.
And they got to bring the double team on.
That one misses for Paul Millsap.
Well, hard work pays off, and there might not be a better example if you look that up in the dictionary. There could very well be a picture of Paul Millsap. He's made himself into a star in the NBA.
From deep, here's Doncic. Good, and it's Perea who picks up the assist. And that's now 10 points for Luka Doncic.
Not sure how he gets that pass off. I thought for sure he was going to pull the trigger. And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Nuggets.
If they had to battle for this win, there were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jokic.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
On its way from Curry for two. Denver grabs the miss.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Hardaway finds Porzingis from deep three-point range. Doncic, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Here's Porzingis, the fast break chance. Offline with his three. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easy. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
Where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove?
I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce, and then you see.
I'm part of the baddest game, most successful game in the world. I went to Portugal this year, and the young tour guide goes, "It's Doris Burke from 2K." It wasn't Doris Burke, the announcer. It was Doris.
Terrific shot of Nathan Phillips. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Powell.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Porzingis, Doncic out there with Curry. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Finney-Smith in at the power forward. And for the Raptors, Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. 5 on the clock, and a deep 3 from Lowry. And Ibaka kicks to Anunoby. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Right side Curry. And the dunk by Porzingis.
How about the height and the length and the athleticism of Kristaps Porzingis? Barely has to jump to throw that down.
Now here's Lowry. He picked up 21 points in their last win against the Utah Jazz.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
Here's Anunoby. There's the pass to Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Now, there's an awareness that's required to be a good passer, and Kyle Lowry, he has it. I think quickness has probably never been more important in the NBA, but you cannot overlook the value of strength. Think about a guy like Kyle Lowry. He's not the biggest, he's not the most explosive, but he's got strength and he's got that bulldog mentality.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Doncic with the steal. Hardaway passes to Finney-Smith. Good D by Siakam. And Kyle Lowry is never shy about contact.
You're right, Kevin. Never shy on either end, offensively or defensively. Kyle Lowry will get into you. He is the tone setter with his physicality and his effort level.
Curry on the wing. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it.
Boy, had this shot on automatic. The confidence so crucial to what Seth Curry brings to the table.
Lowry against Doncic. Porzingis with the block. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
Now here's VanVleet. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Here's Siakam. Clock at 6. Lowry finds Ibaka. Goes up at the stripe. It's good.
You simply cannot let Serge Ibaka get into a rhythm from that range. His mid-range is as good as it gets.
Outside Curry. Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. Doncic against Lowry. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
The numbers for Luka Doncic absolutely staggering. The only rookie ever to average over 20 points, 7 boards, and 5 assists.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And it's Burke in for Hardaway. J.J. Barea checked in for Luka Doncic. Here's Hollis Jefferson. His last outing, he had 8 points. Davis kicks to Boucher. Gasol tried to free himself up. Boucher's shot is off. And such impressive poise and confidence for Luka Doncic, Doris. he's unfazed by the NBA.
I think it makes sense, Kevin, when you consider this young man has been playing as a pro and against men since the age of 16. And by 17, he was tearing up the EuroLeague. This guy was ready to make the leap.
Last outing for Toronto, they won that game against the Jazz in Salt Lake City.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
We talk about multiple efforts on the defensive end, and I thought, boy, that was good old-fashioned focus, team effort. What a win.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here is Davis. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Dishes to Powell. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the... And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Well, I think what I like about Hollis Jefferson is he can contribute.
Oh, he nailed it! Wow. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Raptors out in front, up by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
On the court for the Mavericks, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. J.J. Barea is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Here these defensive coaches in our meetings, Doris, talk about their players staying on a string, helping the helper. Help defenders in this league are important.
No doubt, and there are certain guys who are gifted defensively. Paul George, to me, was a Defensive Player of the Year category. Rudy Gobert, multi-time winner of the Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy is considered a great shot blocker, and no question that's the case. But it's because his defensive rotation is so good. Guys like Marcus Smart, the ones willing to give up their body, fly around the floor, be great anticipators. I mean, that impacts winning.
Aren't they fun to watch?
So fun.
Powell kicks to Davis. Pass to Boucher. Right side Gasol. Raptors need to get a shot up. And it's blocked. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for the Mavericks. Curry comes in for J.J. Barea. Here's Curry. Rebound by the Raptors. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
A really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
Yeah, I don't think they win without the productivity they got from their bench. That made the difference.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's still scoreless so far in this one. It's good.
But Kyle Lowry can do it all. He is an outstanding passer, but when necessary, as it was right here, knock down the catch-and-shoot jumper.
On the wing, Doncic. Covered by Van Vliet. Porzingis with the ball. 9 points last game. Here's Doncic. That one off the back iron and out.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And the most improved player in the league last season, Pascal Siakam, got better in every statistical category.
And it's those diamond-in-the-rough players that so often elevate the top teams. And, Greg, that's what the Raptors found in Pascal Siakam.
No doubt. The 27th pick back in 2016. Now a full-time starter on a rookie contract, just over $2 million this season. He is due for a big raise.
Right, he's checked in for Dallas. Pass to Marjanovic. Basket counts. Marjanovic has got his first bucket of the night.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
Out to the wing. Ibaka outside. Shoots over Marjanovic. Ibaka, no luck. Mavericks trailed by 4. Wright finds Marjanovic. Count that bucket. Marjanovic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
On the pass to Van Vliet. 1:53 left now here in the second. Ibaka, the pass to Lowry. Siakam, left side. The jump hook, and he comes up with the deuce. Siakam's got 4 this quarter.
Well, a little bit of quality defense will not deter Pascal Siakam. Go to work.
Here's Curry. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Lowry. Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. It's not going to go for him. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets. Dallas moving the ball around. Back to Wright. Outside Curry. Latre. They grab their own miss. And the rejection by Ibaka.
Boy, still a dependable shot blocker. That is what got Serge Ibaka playing time at the beginning of his career. Nice.
Here's Anunoby. Basket, good. Now it's a 6-point Raptor lead.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Ibaka against Marjanovic. Outside Hardaway. Back to Marjanovic. Hangs, and he sinks the layup. Marjanovic has got 6 points.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Outside Lowry. Pass to Ibaka. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists tonight. Marjanovic down low. Ibaka with some nice D. And so it's Toronto with their lead. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome. The first quarter for the Raptors was fairly even. Their field goal percentage was a robust. And
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They trail by 6. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for Toronto right now, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. And Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at center. Outside Lowry. Van Vliet looking around. Siakam left side. Outside for Lowry. Just 3 to shoot. Drains the three-pointer. Lowry's got the lead up to 9 now for the Raptors.
Well, there is absolutely no doubt that Kyle Lowry can shoot with range. He can make you pay from out there.
And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
Well, think back to before he moves on to the Dallas Mavericks. While Tim Hardaway Jr. was with the Knicks, he was carrying such a burden offensively because Porzingis was still recovering.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Jackson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Burke in for Curry. Siakam kicks to Van Vliet. Outside Lowry. Here's Ibaka. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And we've seen Hardaway be a much more efficient player than in the past.
What we know, Kevin, unequivocally, is that this young man can score the basketball. But what you hope is the best players in the NBA are all about efficiency. That's what you want Hardaway Jr. thinking about. How can I be the most efficient guy on the floor?
Here's Lowry. The Mavericks making the shot. Pass to Siakam. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for the Raptors. Boucher is checked in. Davis is subbed in for Fred Van Vliet.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
To the paint, here's Ibaka. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Ibaka's got 6 points.
Well, Serge Ibaka has really worked on his frame since he entered the NBA. He is someone who can power his way through contact.
Here's Kleber. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Siakam outside. Pass to Boucher. Back to Siakam. Left side, Lowry. Outside, Davis. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Mavericks trail by 6.
And you talk about this market of Toronto, Doris, it's been slept on for a long time.
No doubt, Greg, this is one of the biggest markets in North America. The Raptors are Canada's team, a country of over 37 million people. The Raptors ranked 4th last season in attendance.
And that one's good. Burke.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic, and a pretty pass right there.
Siakam outside. Here's Boucher, guarded by Jackson. Back to Siakam. Lets it go with the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Siakam's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Stolen by Jackson. Now the pass to Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. And now just a 2-point Raptor lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now here's Lowry. He's tightly guarded. Siakam outside. They get it again. Ibaka, the pass to Boucher.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good.
Well, you think the ownership style of the Mavericks, something the league had to adjust to. Very active, very outspoken. Sometimes I think that rubbed people the wrong way. But now you get the sense it's almost the new normal.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Norman Powell subbed in for Kyle Lowry.
Well, that's where Porzingis loves to operate. That jump shot has become a signature weapon, gentlemen.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Passes to Boucher. The feed to Gasol. Shoots over Marjanovic. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Raptors lead by 4.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Raptors lead by 2. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. We've got Hardaway. J.J. Barea is out there with Wright. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4.
Well, that's about court awareness. Hollis Jefferson playing very well within the confines of this offense.
A nice shot by Barea.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Powell kicks to Van Vliet. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Hardaway passes to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Dallas. Outside Hardaway. Right, the pass to Hardaway. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Now Van Vliet. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Anunoby, good. Anunoby's got 4 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, it's 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
The pass to Barea. Up top, Marjanovic. Here's Finney-Smith, defended by Gasol. Dallas moving it around. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
2 shots.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Barea dishes to Wright. Back to Barea. Now here's Marjanovic. Guarded close. Finney-Smith passes to Marjanovic. On deep. Powell pulls it in.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And right, here we go. A shot that time, not on target. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Pascal Siakam comes in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. And it's Lowry in for Powell. And then for Dallas, Zinkas, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Seth Curry comes in for Hardaway. And Doncic is subbed in for J.J. Barea. Siakam inside. The offensive rebound. Here's Gasol. Passes it to Anunoby. Gasol trying to free himself up. And Gasol able to finish. And the Raptors lead by 7.
How about the hustle from Marc Gasol, just working the glass to perfection.
Doncic. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 12 points for Luka Doncic.
Doncic has been in this position many times. He makes it look easy.
Pass to Van Vliet. Here's Siakam. Sinks the 15-footer.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Curry gets the bucket.
You have to want to be ready in big moments, and Seth Curry delivers big time.
Van Vliet passes to Siakam. And to Van Vliet. Shoots. Good! Dallas has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Porzingis can't hit. 2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
He gets that one.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Good work there as it goes. And it's a 9-point Raptor lead.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Doncic, no good. From deep three-point range, that one no good. So it's Toronto winning this one. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
Welcome back to 2K TV. Bill Simmons, the sports guy. Now, the sports guy is your nickname, but if you were a player, what would you have as your nickname?
Washed up.
Washed up,
Yeah.
that's it?
Yeah. I quit pickup like 5 years ago.
I'm gonna end it right here.
He's going to end it.
I'm going to end it.
I feel it. I feel it.
We're the land of the free.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Powell.
And, guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry, and it's Ibaka in at the 5. And for the Nuggets, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then there's Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Craig in at the 2. Wasted no time on that one. Well, Smitty, for players and teams that are out of the playoff hunt, how do they stay motivated here to go the rest of the season every night, every practice, every trip?
And I think that's when the organization, your captains, your coaches, you got to talk about being a pro. Sometimes you lose focus. You're not in the playoffs, and maybe your team that was supposed to be or not slated to be in the playoffs. You still are a professional. You have to have a professional approach.
VanVleet with the bucket.
That's what you get from a veteran playmaker. If you get open, Lowry will find you.
Murray kicks to Porter. We're about 1 minute into the first. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. Here's VanVleet. Pass to Siakam. Here's Anunoby, guarded by Porter. Toronto working the ball around now. VanVleet. The Raptors rebound. Goes up again. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Oh, that's great awareness. That's a great pass. Credit Siakam and the work he's done to understand where everyone is in this offense. Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And in recent seasons, we've seen Serge Ibaka involved in some extracurriculars. He can get a little chippy out there.
Yes, indeed. Last season, he had a 3-game suspension. Penalties can escalate for repeat offenders, something he's got to be aware of.
Here's Craig, right now averaging about 5 points a game. Murray against Lowry. Pass to Craig. Just 5 on the clock. The Nuggets with another miss. Raptors have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And no good that time. Nice D from Porter. Pass to Jokic. Porter kicks to Jokic. Out to the right wing. Craig passes to Jokic. Here's Craig. Puts up a 3. And that one is off. Here's Anunoby. Guarded by Porter. And stolen by Murray. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Millsap's running. Can't connect from short range. Toronto leading by 3. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And stolen by Murray. On up the court. Millsap kicks to Craig. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. VanVleet passes to Ibaka. The pass to VanVleet. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And you see the vision from Paul Millsap. That's another area that he provides for his teams.
The Raptors shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Porter, no luck.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Pass to Lowry. Millsaps against Ibaka. Siakam, right side, over Jokic. And the Raptors miss again. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jokic has got his second bucket of the night.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Fast break, here they come. Here's Craig. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Siakam outside. Outside Lowry. Now here's Van Vliet. Defense right on him. Back to Lowry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Misses the wing 3.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Morris finds Millsap. Here's Morris. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. That one good for 2. Millsap's got 5.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, and that does it for the first quarter. The Nuggets on top. They lead by 5. And we'll be back right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
So the Raptors 5 right now. Norman Powell is out there with Davis. And it's Marc Gasol. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the small forward. And just like his brother Powell, Marc Gasol active in humanitarian causes.
I mean, we saw him volunteering on rescue boats in the Mediterranean. Marc doing his part, but also bringing attention to that humanitarian crisis. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And here is Davis. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And that one, good.
Finding an opportunity inside. It's a good read by Marc Gasol. He's one of our high IQ players that we have.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Grant's got the lead up to 7 now for Denver.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
From 10 feet out, Boucher, the tip in on the offensive rebound.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Pass to Dozier. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Morris kicks to Dozier. Bangs home the trifecta. Dozier's got himself on the board with 3 there.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Passes it to Boucher. Left side Gasol. Poked away. Shot clock at 6. It's Powell on the wing. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Morris with the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Davis. Off target from outside.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
The Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
Steve, we're seeing teams around the league putting up a lot of three-point shots. I'm sure you would have enjoyed playing in this era so much with that green light shooting three.
I would, Kevin. Getting a chance to shoot maybe 5 or 6 more three-point field goal attempts takes your numbers up. But I also think a lot of these teams are copycats. Everybody can't shoot the three. Work on your game and what's best for you.
Ibaka, the pass to Gasol. A second chance effort. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Ibaka. Here's Porter. That one doesn't go.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game. The defense was nowhere to be found there.
He kicks to Morris. 1:21 left in the first half of basketball. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You too.
And the Raptors with the ball. And it's Davis with the ball for the Raptors. 6-point game. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. For Denver, they've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Here's Morris. And too long on the shot. And for the Raptors, they're shooting and feeling it offensively in the second quarter. They're shooting 60% from 10 feet out. Powell, that's good. Powell's got 6.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Three-pointer, Daniels, offensive rebound.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? The putback, it's good on the putback.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on. And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Murray, no good. Van Vliet with it. Anunoby, no good.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Nuggets.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson along a pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They were on a nice little roll in that opening. That's all for now.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Serge Ibaka has been sensational.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
It's a part of his game that he can always tap into. There's an art to it, and he is painting the canvas tonight.
Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Craig in at the shooting guard position. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
One of the league's best-kept secrets, Pascal Siakam out of Cameroon, discovered as a raw teenager at Basketball Without Borders back in 2012.
The score now all even.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Smitty, you're talking about Siakam. The Raptors president is from Nigeria and very active in the Basketball Without Borders program.
You're totally right. A prospect like Siakam was on his radar. The late first-round pick in 2016 was more than rewarding where he ended up at.
Now here's Van Vliet. Defense is right there. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Serge Ibaka has gone through a lot of roles since he's entered the league. Now pretty much a shot-blocking stretch 4.
Well, when the game is decided and the clock is running out, the winning team shouldn't try to score. But we're seeing more of that these days. I'm not sure why. Kind of an unwritten rule. What do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, Kevin, it used to be. And I watch a lot of these players come in. The game is decided. You know, they're up 10 or down 10, and they're still out here dunking, shooting. Back in my day, Kevin, you get that little ugly look from the team, and then the next game, you usually come up with a hard foul against you just to send a message.
Inside, shot clock at 5. And the Raptors miss again.
Even though that one didn't go down, I like the offensive game plan here. 3 for 4 coming out of the break.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Van Vliet passes to Ibaka. Count it, good. Ibaka's got 12 points in the game.
Firing on all cylinders here in the third. Only 1 miss in 5 attempts.
Here's Murray. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
Here's Ibaka. Lays it up off the glass. Ibaka's got 6 here in this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them. And let's see some numbers here on Jamal Murray. Since the break, he's come back strong, really making his presence felt. He's right around 17 points a night, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Because he gives you someone to build your offense around. You can count on his nightly production. You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
A different look for Denver. Grant, he's checked in for Plumlee. Troy Daniels comes in for Bol. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Norman Powell's checked in for Toronto. Siakam misses. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Daniels with it, now guarded by Siakam.
And what you like about Siakam as a rim protector, the strong fundamentals, able to affect shots without fouling.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Pascal Siakam. Davis is subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Toronto Raptors. They lead by 1. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
No finesse that time. Millsap attacking the rim.
The Raptors have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. The pass to Boucher. And it's good for 2. Boucher's got the lead up to 3 now for the Raptors. Millsap kicks to Morris. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. The high post shot. Dozier can't get it to go. Toronto, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Hollis-Jefferson can't hit. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Morris dishes to Millsap. 3-pointer, Daniels. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist. Daniels has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And for the Raptors, their shooting in the third quarter has been brilliant, up around 58%. Davis against Morris. Toronto gets it back with a new 14. The Nuggets have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Daniels, no good. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He's covered by Daniels. Hollis Jefferson, good.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
And the dunk by Grant.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Davis. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Davis is out there with Norman Powell, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the small forward position. Gasol, and Gasol slams it in.
When you're 7-1, that rim's not far out of reach.
Here's Morris. Toronto grabs the miss. Boucher's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Goes up the baseline, keeps it alive, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Raptors lead by 4.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip-in.
Jokic on the follow.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Davis against Morris. Davis, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Jokic with the steal. And now here comes Daniel. In the break, here's Millsap. No good that time. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Here's Davis, and they cash in right away with a quick shot. Davis has got his first points of the night. Morris with the ball. Picked up by Davis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Daniels. And the Raptors with some changes.
And the Raptors took some heat for parting ways with reigning Coach of the Year, Dwayne Casey. But his successor, Nick Nurse, guided this franchise to an NBA title.
Tremendous self-belief and determination. The only NBA head coach who was also a head coach in college, the G League, and overseas. He's been preparing for this for a long time.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Murray's checked in. Outside, Porter. Murray finds Millsap. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And that's now 10 points for Paul Millsap.
It's enough to where you have to respect him. Had 1 triple in the first half, now has his second.
Trying to get open as Ibaka. And the shot will not go from Anunoby.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Here's Jokic. Here's Porter, and he hits it to tie the game up.
A pure shooter who's also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
To the left wing. Van Vliet passes it to Ibaka. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The free throw drops from Ibaka. Ibaka hits both of them.
And he's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
Here's Jokic. Unable to get that one. So the Raptors will take it the other way. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Van Vliet lays it up and banks it in. And the Raptors lead by 4.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
pass to Lowry. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. Loads it up there for Siakam. He's off on that one. It's deflected. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a three-point play chance right here on free throw coming up.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy. Someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
Yeah, terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
Lowry passes to Siakam. Tipped away.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Murray kicks to Millsap. Pass to Porter. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Murray the pass to Porter. To take the lead. It's rebounded by Anunoby. And so Ibaka, he'll bring it up for the Raptors. It's a one-point game. Anunoby passes to Ibaka. Here's Van Vliet. They get it back.
And that could be a big bucket right there. Ibaka doesn't shy away from taking crucial shots.
At the elbow, Murray over Lowry. A putback. Toronto grabs the miss. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Van Vliet. Here's Anunoby. Lowry for 3. He can't hit that time. Porter kicks to Murray. To tie it up. No good from three-point territory. Now here is Lowry. Here's Van Vliet. No good. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
with some challenges. Thank goodness for 2K.
That's right. In fact, it's been an honor for us to share our time and our episodes with you, the fans, the community. And the big news is NBA 2K TV is returning for Season 7.
Yes, we're coming your way on September 4th. All new episodes.
It's all happening in... And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Millsap.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big man. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Craig in at the 2. And for Dallas, they've got Porzingis. Seth Curry is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4 slot.
And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
Finney Smith can't get it to go. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Murray kicks to Porter. And Curry pulls it down. And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
Connects from three-point range.
He's gaining more and more confidence over time from deep. Seth Curry proving he's got touch from out there.
And that one's good by Porter.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Doncic against Murray. Curry passes to Porzingis. Hands the 12-footer.
You know, I like seeing Porzingis work his magic from there, guys, making great use of this spot on the floor.
Murray kicks to Porter. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. Right now, let's have a moment to check out the NBA's best three-point shooters. Look at Curry, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
What a percentage that is for him from three-point range this season. His deep touch is about as good as you're going to see. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Millsap passes to Jokic. Doesn't go for him. So the Mavericks will take it the other way.
And the Mavericks seem to have done the hard part, acquiring a potential franchise player in Luka Doncic.
You know, guys, we've seen it, but in this league, one star isn't enough. That's why I think the trade for Porzingis was a good gamble. If he can stay healthy, they have an inside-outside star combo to build on.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Wide open look here for Murray. Up again. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got 6. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Top of the key, Porzingis. Pass to Doncic. From deep. Rebound by Murray. Denver in the lead. And there's the pass to Jokic. Dishes it to Porter. Launches it. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Porter's got his second basket of the game.
And shots like this are why people are just so high on Porter. Has such a quick release on that jumper.
Here's Craig. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Timeout. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. And with the playoffs ahead, some have argued for a play-in tournament, Clark, to determine the 6 through 10 seeds. What do you think of that?
An interesting concept. That, in theory, it certainly might allow for more teams to be engaged down the stretch, you know, with Adam Silver, he's very much interested in seeing how to make the game better in every way. So there are no sacred cows. Just because it's been done one way before doesn't mean that he's not looking at ways to change it for improvement.
And keep that fan base really interested.
Yeah, that's a big part of what's made the league as successful as it has been worldwide.
Now, here's Bull. Dozier can't get it to go.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Wow, that is just pretty right there. What a find for his teammate at the rim.
Here's Grant, and stolen by Wright. Here's Burke. Morris with the block. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Hardaway finds Marjanovic. 43 seconds left in the first. Plumlee with the steal. Here's Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
That's just too easy for Bull. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Pass to Marjanovic. Banked in off the glass.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Dozier. A three-pointer off the mark. Mavericks trail by 4. And again, Dallas turns it over.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's Morris. No points in the game yet for him. Unloads from 13. Bucket is good.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellas who can use the mid. He got it in!
How about that? Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an impossible shot, man, even when you don't have the clock to worry about.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vamanos. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
So on the floor for Denver. Bull is out there with friends. Then there's Plumlee. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Daniels in the shooting guard. And the officials into the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Now, here's Bull. He's guarded closely. Plumlee dishes to Bull. No good on the triple. Mavericks trail by 3.
And really, few guys in the league are more unique than Bobo. Has length for days, but needs to add a tremendous amount of strength to guard his natural position.
And Morris comes over to help. Just 5 to shoot. Knocks it loose. A wide open look here for Wright. Second chance shot. Marjanovic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. First one falls for him. And talking about Bull, his dad, Manute Bull, was known for his defense. That is not the case for his son.
Well, they're two completely different types of players. Bobo's game is about skill. He can handle, he can shoot. And for someone who's 7'2", he's a tremendous playmaker.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Barea. Porter kicks to Daniels, and that one goes out of bounds. That's touched by Porter. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. You look at the Nuggets. Right now, they're locked into 3rd place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. And, of course, the Mavericks. They're down in 7th place.
And I think for Denver, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Marjanovic finds Barea, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Denver's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. They get it back. Good on the bucket. Now it's a 4-point Denver lead. And so it's Barea with it. They'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. For Denver, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Porter passes to Daniels. But they recover it. Jokic kicks to Daniels. It's Porter outside. Nice D from Doncic. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do in the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you. For 3, Murray. A shot. No good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets. Cleveland, no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Barea, the pass to Doncic. Porzingis at the elbow. Back to Doncic. Will it go? Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Barea.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Three-pointer, Daniels. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
You know, if you get open, you can bet that Jokic is going to find you. His floor awareness is off the charts.
Dallas moving the ball around. Kleba kicks to Barea. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Kleba. Millsap covering. Here's Doncic. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game.
Way downtown, Doncic testing the limits of his range there.
Here's Millsap. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Marjanovic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Doncic passes to Porzingis. The second effort. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Another 3 for Dallas.
Really easy to understand why many are high on Porzingis. This guy is a terrific offensive player.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, a pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The biggest lead they were able to get out to.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Really an incredible game from Michael Porter.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half set up a lot of their mates.
And, you know, that's what delights him most. That's what he takes most pride in. He loves being the chief facilitator.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Dallas, Seth Curry is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the four-man position. Porzingis passes to Doncic. Shoots the three. Porter pulls it in. Nuggets trail.
And the medical red flags for Michael Porter Jr. caused him to slide to the Nuggets in the 2018 draft. 2 back surgeries in less than a year. An injury suffered initially in his sophomore year of high school. The risk is there, but if his body holds up, potentially a star in the making.
Here's Hardaway. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. This is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Lets the three fly. No good there. And the Nuggets going the other way.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Millsap passes to Craig. Deflects the pass. Porzingis with the steal. Knocked loose and stolen by Murray. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Pass to Craig. Takes the three. Jokic, great positioning on the putback.
Persistence pays, and Jokic not giving up on the play, doing a nice job pursuing the basketball there.
Curry passes to Porzingis. On the wing, Doncic. The Mavericks keeping it alive. The new 14. Back to Curry. 6 to shoot. Hardaway for 3. And Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Porter outside. No, it doesn't go. His 4th miss in 8 attempts. Hardaway against Porter. Porzingis passes to Finney-Smith. Over Millsap. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And Clark, your love for the Buckeye State has never been questioned. What was the best part of growing up as a kid in Ohio?
Well, I think a number of things. One, having family around, extended family as well as immediate family, but also the sports love that exists throughout the state. And being able to experience that and enjoy that with my dad and siblings, that's special. And having a career in basketball that I've had makes it even more special.
Jokic kicks to Morris. Rebounded by Hardaway.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Dallas moving it around. Jokic with the steal. Plumlee, the pass to Morris. "11 feet away, and that one hits back iron. Mavericks trailed by 5. There's a minute left to play here in the third. Burke kicks to Finney-Smith. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Plumlee, the pass to Morris. Again, the miss by Morris. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
And there's Burke. That's good on the assist by Wright. Wright's got his 3rd assist on the night. Plumlee, the pass to Bull. Here's Craig, guarded by Wright. The dish to Plumlee. Pass to Craig. 5 to shoot. They get the rebound. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Porzingis.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
Well, Hardaway Jr. is a competitor now, showing you some real toughness. He's not going to give you an inch. He's going to fight you to the finish.
Back to Grant. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. The Nuggets on top. They're up by 3. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Grant down low with Jokic. Then there's Monte Morris, and it's Dozier in at the 2 guard.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Wright.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
With the tip, Jokic on the follow.
And how about the perseverance offensively? I mean, following up the missed shot, and that results in 2nd and 3rd opportunities.
Greg, you've often heard it said that sometimes it boils down to who wants it, but who wants it is also tied to putting yourself in position to go get it.
Here's Kleba. Marjanovic kicks to Wright. No good from outside. The Nuggets leading by 6. And now a fast break. Grant gets the ball. And it goes down 2 points.
What?
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The putback.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Doncic passes to Curry. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th assist in this one.
You know, the staple of Seth Curry's game is shooting the ball off the catch.
For 3, Murray. Denver gets it back.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
And that one's good. Millsap.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Jokic kicks to Murray. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. A different look for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Marjanovic. Justin Jackson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Burke in for Seth Curry. And Denver also making a switch. Craig's checked in. Jokic passes to Porter. And right on target. Good. Porter's got the lead up to 9 now for Denver. And it's Burke with the ball for Dallas. Over Murray. Burke can't get it to go. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Stolen by Jackson. And here we go. Burke heading to the hoop. And here they go. Doncic finds Porzingis. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Denver leading by 9. Here's Jokic. And Denver again with the bucket.
Boy, you got to like how locked in Jokic is on offense now. His confidence is sky high, and he believes he can score on anybody, anytime.
Doncic, no good. Nuggets have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Craig can't get it to go. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
You know, a big factor in today's modern NBA is the three-point shot and the way that spaces the floor. Porzingis' range, a key element for his team spacing.
From the stripe, here's Jokic. Millsap trying to get open. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Nuggets.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jokic.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
Porzingis kicks to Kleba. And it's off from three-point range.
Yo, check ball.
Back to Porter. The pass to Craig. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Dallas.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Murray finds Porter. That three off the mark. Here's Burke. Offline. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.